Well, this cracker is back in the news again. This time, after she couldn't find out she couldn't go at LeVar Ball directly, she calls herself a art of war type, Sun Tzu type shit. You know, y'all know who this is. This is the Wicked Witch of the West. You know, with her Glinda the Good Witch smile on and shit. Christine Leahy and brothers who talk about saying they will smash. I advise you to stay away from her before you end up in a sunken place. After she lost her little, I would call it barbless debate against with LeVar Ball, when LeVar just gave her that famous terminology, stay in your lane. And she couldn't handle it and lost. You know, she went on a tirade on the herd with calling the Klansman coward, COWARD, saying that, telling other news publications not to have him back on their broadcast shows or anything of that sort, you know, to try to get out here, demonize, discredit, and basically destroy the man. Well, now she's picked a new target and a more indirect attack to LeVar Ball, and she's basically going at our man Irvin Magic Johnson, who is the vice president of basketball operations for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I said this shit once and I say it again, you know. I don't know what the fuck this bitch problem is. You know, because, you know, Magic Johnson had recently stated in a statement that, you know, that you know, he just wants to go ahead and nuke the whole team and keep two people on there. And because I was watching, let me just back that up for a second. Scratch that. I was watching Chronicles of Judah 1944 video on this, and he eloquently broke this down so beautifully. I mean, I just couldn't even resist. You can go to the video. I'll leave the link in the description to go to his YouTube channel and watch it for yourself. You know, because Christine the Cracker Leahy, is basically trying to push this feminazi bullshit into the sports realm, where it's mostly male dominated. And now, you know, she has no expertise in operations of a ball club. She has no expertise when it comes to fitness. She don't have no expertise when it comes to none of that. All this dumb bitch is just some ditzy blonde who looks like Tommy Lauren 50 years later. And, you know, she's nothing more than just a Caucasian supremacist. So what if she getting some black dick? Just because she getting the penetration, as Irv Griffin liked to put it, doesn't mean that she likes or loves him. And the Aaron Hines dude, man, you see this, you best better get the fuck away from this hoe. She is dangerous, y'all. Very, very dangerous. And she just ain't the only one either. I'm going to point out to somebody else who also has some BS to go ahead to say about it. Let me just go ahead and bring her ass up. Y'all know who that is. That's from His and Her. You didn't know Jemele Hill, Mike and Jemele. This chick here is nothing more than triple agent. Now, once you get past the nicely sculpted legs and all that other stuff like that, you can see for yourself. That's all. That's all she good for. Other than that, she ain't good for nothing else. You know. But she recently. Went on some tirade, and basically, just like, this is why I say she was one of the ones who broke her silence and came to the aid and quote unquote Wonder Womaned up for the she-devil Christine Leahy. Oh, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Christine the Cracker Leahy, regarding like LeVar Ball. Now, I have the audio here for it, so I'm going to just play it for y'all, and y'all hear it for yourself.
LeVar Ball has been called a lot of things. Crazy, delusional, bold, arrogant, entertaining. But there's one description of...
You hear that again? I'm going to play that back one more time. I'm just going to interject in here with this bullshit. I'm going to put this video on the link in the description, and y'all can see for yourself. She's wearing, because these feminists... which is the feminist movie, which is basically I want to be a man and shit. I warned y'all about that bullshit book that Bubble Lips Steve Harvey, Lex Luthor looking ass, had in the writing Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. It should have been renamed Act Like a Lady, Think That You're a Man. And that's what they want to be. Because I got another video that's going to be coming up on that bitch Margaret Sanger from one of my subs wanted me to do, so I'm doing it for him. Doing it for him as everybody else. And it's going to intertwine all this shit. But I'm just going to make this real short.
LeVar Ball has been called a lot of things. Crazy, delusional, bold, arrogant, entertaining. But there's one description of Ball
bold, arrogant. Well, yeah, that is supposed to be all the signs of a strong masculine alpha male, a black man. But she doesn't get that. A lot of her stuff that she talk about is full of it.
Not so sure he deserves, which is related to these $60 Big Baller brand t-shirts he's now selling alongside those ridiculously overpriced Big Baller brand shoes. But let's just keep...
Okay. I'm gonna just say something right now to all the black YouTubers out there that's clowning and bitching about the $495 shoes, and now y'all bitching about the $60 Stay in Your Lane t-shirts, which I ordered one already. Look, it's like this. I'm going to make it plain with one simple rule. If it's too much for you, you don't like the shoes, don't buy them. That's how I see it. That's just how I see it. So please, knock it off. And see how she try to get out there and say ridiculously such and such overpriced shoes. I'm pretty sure that when she goes into some of these white European-owned places like Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Louis Vuitton, and all that, I bet you she don't question them about Louis Vuitton's luggage, briefcases, or Gucci shoes or whatever like that are way more overpriced than $495, $500 plus tax. So, bitch, you can miss me with that bullshit.
To the t-shirt, which reads, "Stay in your lane." That's what Ball told Fox Sports co-host Christine Leahy to do after she asked him point blank how many pairs of Big Baller brand shoes he'd sold. It's a legit question to a man who's peddling $495 gym.
No, it's not a legit question, because he already answered it at the beginning of that interview when he told Colin Cowherd that he sold a few and all that stuff. And see, on top of that, then he already had made it stated earlier in there that he didn't want to talk to her because of the shit that she was saying about this man and his family not being a good parent and all this other stuff like that, and continually get out there and disrespected this man as a parent, that was another attempt of a bitch up here trying to throw the black man up under the bus, because of him being a black man and more importantly a black father who's involved in his son's life. But then Jemele Hill, she don't get that either. Again, she can't. Once again, you got this type of black woman, liberal type black chick that want to get out here. You want to bat for the white she-devils.
And fashions himself as a mogul in the making. People are labeling Ball
a mogul in the making. That's another code word, y'all, to try to go ahead and denigrate a brother. Because see, like you always talk about these same ones. She one of them same types that get out here and talk about, along with many others, because trust me, I ran into them a lot all the time in the hood, in my community, about like how you should open up black-owned business and so on and so forth. But then when they do, and they don't do well, they be the first ones to get out there to want to go ahead and criticize them. You want to go ahead and like undercover being haterade. See, this chick here, she's a triple agent, man. If that's a little bit too far off, but it is what it is. And plus, on top of that, she a Capricorn, so Capricorns can sometimes be two-faced too.
Sexist because of the tense back and forth between him and Leahy, and now that he's turned this into a marketing opportunity, for some, it's made LeVar Ball that much more unlikable, if that's even possible.
How did it make him much more unlikable? Somebody please explain that to me. The man ain't done nothing to you. Did he rob you? Did he rape you? Did he shoot you? Did he hit you? No. But then that's just her way saying that LeVar Ball hates women. How he hates women and stuff, and he's been happily married for over 20 years. That man never disrespected women. You look at any of the interviews he had, he never disrespected women. This bitch, I swear. I always had a bad vibe when they come down to Jemele Hill. Her, Joy Reid, who I'm really gonna roast her ass later on after watching Professor Black Truth's video analogy on her. But I may say that for my coon hunters. But let's just go and continue with this. Listen to it. You gotta see the video. You got to watch the body language and everything.
There's a lot of things I'd love to call LeVar Ball. Good for business, a pain in the ass, but I didn't consider his reaction sexist. It was rude, it was childish, but I watched him loudly argue with Stephen A. Smith for 20 minutes that he was better than Michael Jordan. Stay in your lane is gender neutral. It's not the same as telling a woman to go to the
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, is it stay in your lane is gender neutral? Yeah, you're right. It is gender neutral. Because see, the problem with y'all, with you feminists, is that y'all be want to try to think y'all could do everything a man could do, and just like the same thing with them two other hog maws I forgot to mention, Amber Phillips, as one LVZ referred to as the walking shit emoji, and Jamila Lemieux, aka Chewbacca. They had this little stupid ass hatred of black men and stuff, because stay in your lane exactly means that. Means just basically stay in your lane. You getting out of pocket. You can't do everything a man can do. Whether you, black women, whether y'all want to know it or not, the man is supposed to lead. That's just that. You look to us for guidance and advice, because we know how this is. They can't handle the fact that LeVar Ball ain't even fazed by none of that. He said what he had to say. And being a strong, masculine, very intelligent, and brilliant leader, black man, you know what I'm saying? They can't handle that.
Kitchen and make you a sandwich. I believe he would have told a man to stay in his lane too, especially if that person previously said his own children are afraid of him, as Leahy did. Which only makes this more ironic since LeBron told LeVar Ball to stay in his lane after he ignorantly waxed poetic about LeBron's kids. A man arguing with a woman the way LeVar Ball did just rubs people the wrong way. And I'm not sure that's fair to LeVar Ball or to women like Leahy who don't need help holding their own. I relate to this because I live it on this show every day. If I yell at Mike and rag on him, it's entertainment. If he does it to me, people think he's being rude or well, more than usual. LeVar Ball has been called a lot of...
Hold on 1 second. Now you see that?
People the wrong way. And I'm not sure that's fair to LeVar Ball or to women like Leahy who don't need help holding their own. I relate to this because I live it on this show every day. If I yell at Mike and rag on him, it's entertainment. If he does it to me, people think he's being rude or well, more than usual.
Now this is what ESPN has denigrated to. You know, to be able to go ahead to curse and swear on national television, they had to bleep it out. And keep in mind now, you know, you got kids watch this. You know, and then you also got to, when y'all watch the video, you got to look at her body language. Watch her body language. Watch her hands movement. She's doing it like she's at a freestyle rap battle contest and stuff like that. So on and so forth. You know? See, this is part of that Willie Lynch syndrome too, where it made the black woman goes head from a dependent state, you know, to an independent state. You know what I'm saying? You know, saying like that, I'm independent and I'm strong and stuff like that. Fuck out of here. Anyway. That dealt with Jemele Hill, she always had rubbed me the wrong way when it come to that. But her and Christine, this bitch here, no doubt, two sides to the same coin in the feministic movement, man. I'll tell you like this. But it pisses me off when it comes to that. It really do. It really do. You know, they want to bring their little feministic views and so on and so forth right there. And see, that's why you got, this is one of the reasons why I lead to the reasons why you got the Odell Beckhams in the sports now. But then that's just me. But I guess, you know, with these two, they're dangerous. That's my advice to Magic Johnson, man. Magic, you keep doing what you got to do. Do what best for the Lakers. Fuck this bitch. Shit, that's why she gonna find herself by herself. But then again, she probably got one of them old moist dudes and shit like that. Because see, a real brother would have been put her motherfucking cracker ass in her place. But then she'll take the Carolyn Bryant route, talking about saying, he raped me, he hit me. Fuck out of here. Lying asshole. Same thing with her. Same thing with Jemele Hill. Ain't no different. You know, she come out there, you wearing your little fake ass weave, wearing your little push up bra, wearing your padded panties. Yeah. You know, some few of these sisters out here are doing that now. You know, because the thing about it, when it comes down to these women, especially the ones with the feminist brand, they always trying to compete. I see it in the clubs all the time. I see it everywhere I go all the time. They always trying to compete. Who's going to show more skin? Or who could twerk more better? That all that sort of stuff. That's like what Professor Truth often talks about, you know. But see, here's Jemele Hill. She's coming up and come up Wonder Woman and up for Christine Leahy on LeVar Ball. And isn't it ironic that they start doing this when the Wonder Woman movie is about to debut? I do believe this weekend. I could be wrong, but yours truly is not going to see it. Because, like, look, the last time I watched Wonder Woman was when Linda Carter was playing her. And she didn't express none of those feministic type shit that what you see right now. The Wonder Woman movie that y'all see, that y'all gonna go see it. Now, fellas, I say don't go see that shit. Or if you want to go see it just to analyze it, go do it. And be truthful and be honest with you about that. Hell, I might just do it just for my subs before I call BS on it. But my thing is like this. Sisters, y'all got to understand something. And I'm going to explain this again in a later video I'm going to do regarding Joy Reid. That is certain things the men are supposed are the ones to lead. And particularly in the black community. That's the way it is. That's the way how it always is. Because, see, when I was a kid growing up, man, look here. My dad was the head of the household. And he made that very clear. My mother had no choice but to go ahead and follow. And also at the same time learn from him as well. As he sat down and talked to her. And she sat down and talked to him. That's why they were married. Their marriage lasted over 47 years. Well, it would have been 52 years now. Would have been a lot longer than that though. But I buried my father like in 2004. He made the transition to the other realm. But that's the way how it is. But unfortunately, see, the feminist type thing has not even affected some of the young brothers. Because you look in the black communities now, you got no male figure in the household. You know, this past Memorial Day weekend, I seen dudes 6'7", 6'10", 300-something pounds trying to wear skinny jeans, sagging and shit. I can't even tell you how many color Fruit of the Looms I seen. But it was an eyesore. But the only thing I'm glad I didn't see is grown dudes walking around here wearing rompers. Thank God for that. You know, but now they all dressing up like Little Uzi and stuff. You know, I just thought about that and that shit just got in my head. I'm like, oh, I just got in my brain right now. But Jemele Hill, Christian Leahy, man, they could go, both of their asses can go and kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. You know, I just can't stand that shit. I really can't. And see, like, you know, as one of my partners has said, good friend of mine's out in Southern California, you know, Goldie from the One Down MC has always said, you look here, act like a lady, think like a lady. You leave men issues to the men. That's all I got to say.